Senior advisor for President Trump, Jason Miller. Jason, you were here last week. You told us the rules were set, and at that time she had not said okay to them. Well, too bad. She's going to be there on Tuesday, and these are the rules. What do you make of this? What are you expecting on Tuesday?
Well, here's the thing to remember. They wrote the rules. Literally, their team is the one who wrote the rules, who pushed for the CNN debate and the ABC debate, and then President Trump had to react and follow suit. But of course, he said, you know what? I'm ready for all comers. I'm ready to take it. Doesn't matter if it's Biden or if it's Harris or anybody else. Let's go. And it was amazing to watch their team kind of have this decomposition, this meltdown in real time when they're the ones who wrote the rules. Anyways, it's in place now.
It's in place.
They can't bring their notes. They can't have a seated debate. They can't have Donna Brazile giving them the questions in advance. It is on Tuesday in Philadelphia. Here's the thing for Kamala Harris. At a certain point, this isn't about running and hiding and not doing interviews or press conferences. She has to answer for the damage that has been done the last 3.5 years.
She finally has to answer some policy questions, and we haven't heard anything about her policy. If you go to her website still, you can't find really any policy there at all. I think that's why she was hoping for these little rules to catch, Trump maybe in a hot mic moment, or she was wanting to win the debate not through policy. And I think Trump is very prepared for her, at least I hope he is. How has he been preparing this weekend?
Well, of course, like he always prepares, whether it be press conferences or tough interviews or actually out there talking with voters. That's a big difference with Kamala Harris. I mean, still to this moment, she has not had a single one-on-one interview.
Right. She had that two-on-one.
She had the two on hiding
but
behind.
couldn't do it by herself.
Right,
Yeah.
Basically the blocking dummy, Tim Walz. She also has not had any press conferences. But here's the thing. We know from that interview with CNN that her values have not changed. And so I'm looking forward to how Kamala Harris explains the shift in the positions when, keep in mind, it's not just the 3.5 years of disaster as VP. You have the time as San Francisco DA. You have the time as California AG, plus this disastrous record in the vice presidency role. It's all going to come to a head on Tuesday.
So we know that for 5 days, she'll be hunkered down in Pittsburgh, and she's going through this big debate prep. So what is Donald Trump doing to prepare specifically for her? Does he have a big team? Is he hunkering down too? I feel like he's kind of got this one.
He very much, well, keep in mind, it's not as though he has to come up with a brand new strategy.
Right.
He knows what he believes. This is one of the key things, and the American public's pretty smart on this. They can tell when you get on that debate stage, do you have a vision for America? Do you believe what you're saying? Or is this some kind of rehearsed canned response that some advisor trying to go and put in your head? President Trump knows why he's running. He knows what he's going to do. And so Kamala Harris might be essentially the new packaging or the new opponent, but it's still the same failed record. People are suffering from inflation, the border invasion. That has not changed.
So how does Trump come away the winner on Tuesday?
Well, very clearly, he has to say how he's going to make everything affordable right away on day one. And the challenge for Kamala Harris, she's been there for 3.5 years.
Right.
So how do you look the American public in the eye and say, I'm going to turn the page. I'm going to bring some brand new, fresh voice and some new perspective. You're there right now. Just go back to Washington and fix it right now. Why haven't you done it? I don't think Kamala Harris will have an answer.
So after Tuesday, it's back on the campaign trail for both candidates. And obviously, we're looking at these swing states, namely Pennsylvania. Every single poll that has come out in recent days has really showed Pennsylvania as a dead heat, a dead tie right there. How does Trump ultimately take Pennsylvania like he did in 2016?
Well, again, largely it'll come back to the economy, and a big part of that is energy. And so Kamala Harris, being in the state of Pennsylvania, is going to have to explain why she was so anti-fracking that she literally sued the Obama-Biden administration as Attorney General of California to try to stop it. So, look, she'll get up there and do the flowery rhetoric, being unburdened by what has been and such, but has to answer for why she wants to ban fracking. That is a big, big deal. The other thing, too, that I would not sleep on or discount, the fact that Kamala Harris worked so hard to appease the Hamas wing of the Democrat caucus that she picked Tim Walz. She should have picked Josh Shapiro. Everybody knows that. You don't even have to be a political expert to know that she should have picked that. But it's out of one reason. She wanted to make sure that Ilhan Omar, AOC, and all the other crazies on the radical left were happy with her.